God, I'm tired, not a living. I'm tired of pretending I'm fine while I'm dying inside. Yeah, I've been saying I'm good so much, I almost forgot what good feels like. Everybody sees the smile, nobody sees what it took to keep it alive. I talk to God when the room gets quiet, but sometimes my prayers don't make a sound. I keep looking for a reason to keep fighting, while everything inside me keeps telling me to sit down. And I know I'm supposed to have faith, I know I'm supposed to trust the plan, but I'm standing in the middle of everything I prayed for, still asking God, do you understand? I wake up with a war in my chest, put my feet on the floor like I'm taking the test. Tell myself one more day you can handle the stress. Then I look in the mirror like, who is this mess? I learned how to laugh when I wanted to scream, learned how to work when I wanted to leave, learned how to tell everybody I believe, while secretly wondering if God still believes in me. That's the part nobody talks about, when your faith gets quiet but the doubt gets loud, when you pray for a door and they board it shut, and you start wondering if you weren't enough. I gave people pieces I couldn't replace, they took what they needed and walked away. I called it forgiveness, they called it my weakness, so I learned how to smile while I swallowed the pain. I don't hate them, that's what makes it worse, because carrying anger just doubles the hurt. So I gave it to God, but I still feel the weight. Maybe healing ain't instant, maybe healing is faith. And if you ever told somebody I'm okay, while secretly hoping somebody would ask again, I made this for you, God. I don't need you to explain everything, I just need to know you're somewhere in the storm. I don't need the road to suddenly get easy, I just need enough strength to keep moving forward. Cause I've been strong for everybody else, and I'm scared that there's nothing left for me. So if you're listening, I'm not asking you to make me fearless, I'm asking you to stay with me while I'm afraid. God, I'm tired, but I'm still here, still breathing through another year, still carrying wounds nobody sees, still trying to become who you call me to be. God, I'm tired, I won't lie, I've asked you why 1,000 times. If this pain is part of who I'm meant to be, then give me strength to carry me. God, I'm tired, but I'm not done. If the night gets longer, I wait for the sun. I remember every promise they made, every forever that disappeared in a day, every person who said they'd be there when I broke, then vanished the second they saw me choke. Funny how people love you when you win it, but disappear when your story gets ugly. They celebrate the picture but don't ask about the bleeding, they want the victory, never want to witness the grieving. I lost friends, lost trust, lost sleep, lost parts of myself I still haven't found. But maybe that's what happens when you spend your whole life trying to keep everybody around. I blame myself for people leaving, thought abandonment meant I wasn't worth keeping. Then one night I realized something, maybe losing people isn't always rejection, sometimes it's protection that hit me differently. Because God might remove somebody before you understand why they had to go. And maybe the empty chair isn't punishment, maybe it's room. They said I changed, I did. Pain introduced me to a version of myself that comfort never could. And if you ever lost somebody and blamed yourself for it, maybe you didn't lose yourself, maybe you finally found yourself. But they're still nice when the thoughts come back, like old enemies knowing exactly where I'm at. They don't knock on the door, they just walk through the cracks, start replaying every failure like a soundtrack. What if you fail? What if you fall? What if nobody remembers you at all? What if the dream you sacrifice everything for was never really yours? That's the voice I fight. Not every battle makes noise. Some wars happen at 3 a.m. when you're staring at the ceiling and questioning every choice. Nobody sees that. Nobody sees you fighting yourself while helping everybody else. Nobody sees the message you typed to delete it. Nobody sees the tears life keeps giving you reasons not to, but I see you. And maybe God does too. God, I'm tired, but I'm still here, still breathing through another year, still carrying wounds nobody sees, still trying to become who you called me to be. God, I'm tired, but I'm not done. If the night gets longer, I'll wait for the sun. Maybe I don't need another sign. Maybe the fact that I'm still standing is the sign. Maybe every scar is evidence that something tried to end me and failed. Maybe the answered prayers weren't unanswered. Maybe the answer was not yet. Maybe the closed doors weren't God saying no. Maybe he was saying not that way. And maybe this chapter hurts because I'm still reading it before I reach the page where everything finally makes sense. So I stopped asking God to give me an easy life. I started asking him to give me a strong heart. Cause easy never taught me courage. Easy never made me wise. Easy never showed me who was real when everybody else said goodbye. I don't need revenge, I need peace. I don't need everybody to understand me. I need to understand me. I don't need the world to clap. I need to know I didn't give up when nobody was watching. And if tomorrow comes and I'm still struggling, I'll still get up. If the money disappears, I'll still get up. If they leave, I'll still get up. If the dream takes longer, I'll still get up. Cause I've already survived days I once thought would kill me. So what's another morning? The strongest people you know might not need your advice. They might just need somebody to notice they're tired. And if that's you, if you're the one everybody calls strong because nobody knows what you're carrying, I hope you know you don't have to bleed silently just because you've learned how to smile. I'm not asking for pity, I'm asking for purpose. I walked through the fire and came out with a furnace. They thought my silence, man, I had nothing to say. No, I was rebuilding piece by piece, day by day. I lost sleep building something they couldn't see. Lost people building who I was becoming to be. Now when I look in the mirror, I don't see somebody broken, I see somebody tested. There's a difference. Broken says I'm finished, tested says try me again. I know I got scars, good, let them stay. I don't want to erase every chapter that caused me pain, cause the man I'm becoming was built by the nights I thought I couldn't survive. I don't worship the pain, I just refuse to waste it. At the beginning I said, God, I'm tired, and I meant it. But now I understand something being tired doesn't mean you're losing. Sometimes being tired means you've been fighting for a long time. So rest, cry, pray, breathe, but don't confuse exhaustion with defeat. You're tired, you're not finished. God, I'm finished. God, I'm finished. God, I'm finished. God, I'm tired, but I'm still here. Look at everything I survived this year. I carry pain nobody knew, but somehow I kept walking through. God, I'm tired, I won't lie. Sometimes I still don't understand why, but if you brought me through the darkest night, then I'll trust you with tomorrow's light. God, I'm tired, but I'm still breathing. God, I'm hurting, but I'm still believing. God, I'm scared, but I'm still moving. I don't have all the answers, but I'm still choosing you. Maybe someday I'll look back at this version of me and finally understand. I'll see the nights I cried as the nights I grew. I'll see the people who left as lessons and who I shouldn't become. I'll see the failures as redirections. I'll see the waiting as preparation. And I'll realize God wasn't ignoring me. He was building me in places applause can never reach. So if you're listening right now with tears in your eyes, I don't know your story, I don't know what you lost, I don't know who betrayed you, I don't know what you're fighting when everybody else goes home. But I know this, you made it to this moment that matters. You survived yesterday, you are here today, and tomorrow hasn't written its final sentence yet. So don't bury yourself inside a chapter God hasn't finished writing. God, I'm still tired, but I'm different now. I don't need you to make the road disappear. Just walk with me. If I fall, lift me. If I remind me, if I cry, get me. If I lose my way, lead me home. Because I finally understand. Faith isn't saying I know everything will be okay. Faith is saying I don't know how this ends, but I trust you enough to keep going. So tomorrow morning I'll get up. Not because it doesn't hurt, not because I'm suddenly fearless, not because everything changed overnight. I'll get up because I'm still here, and maybe that's the miracle. God, I'm tired, but I'm not done. Good at saying I'm okay before anybody asks me. Got good at hiding all the damage underneath the way I act. See, I became the guy who listens when everybody needs a shoulder, but nobody ever noticed I was getting a little colder. I carried conversations while my own thoughts kept collapsing. Gave advice about surviving while I secretly was drowning. I told people keep believing, then went home and questioned mine. Funny how you can encourage everybody while you're dying inside. I stood inside a crowded room and somehow felt invisible, smiling like the pain was temporary when it felt indivisible. I watched friendships turn to memories, watch promises become lies, watch people say they love me then disappear when I cried. And I blame myself for everything, like every loss was my fault. Like if I had been better, maybe they would've never walked. So I started building walls and calling them protection, but every wall I built around me became another prison. I didn't know that isolation could look so much like peace, until I realized the silence wasn't healing, it was grief. Then I looked up at the ceiling on a night I couldn't breathe, and I said, God, if you're still there, please don't give up on me. Oh, no thunder, no lightning, no voice from the sky, just a heartbeat in my chest that somehow didn't die. And maybe that was the answer, maybe I wanted something louder, but you gave me one more heartbeat when I couldn't find the power. One more breath, one more morning, one more reason not to run, one more chance to become someone I would have been proud to become. So I stopped asking, why did you let this happen, and started asking, what can I become after it? Because pain doesn't get the final word unless I hand it the pen, and betrayal doesn't define me just because somebody broke trust, and failure isn't my identity just because I failed once. And fear doesn't get to tell me that tomorrow won't be better. I may walk through hell again, but I don't have to walk through it. As the person who entered it, I've changed, I've learned, I've cried, I've healed, I've fallen, I've crawled, I've questioned, I've prayed, and somehow I'm still here. So if you can't make the road easy, give me stronger feet. If you can't remove the darkness, give me enough faith to walk through it. If you won't erase my scars, give me a reason to stop hiding them. And if everybody I trusted decides they don't want me anymore, teach me how to stop measuring my worth by who chooses to stay. Because I'm tired of begging people to see what you already know. I'm tired of proving I'm worthy to people who never wanted to understand. I'm tired of pretending I'm fearless when I'm terrified of losing everything again. But I'm learning something, I don't need to be fearless, I just need to keep moving while I'm afraid. I don't need to have every answer, I just need enough faith for the next step. I don't need to know how this ends, I just need to believe it doesn't end here. Maybe that's what you were trying to teach me. Through every night I thought you weren't there. Sometimes you don't stop the fall, sometimes you'll catch catch me after I hit the ground and teach me how to stand. So here's where I am, no mask, no pretending, no perfect prayer, just me with everything I have left. And if all I have left is one thread between my hands, God, don't let go, 'cause I spent years afraid that I would lose everything. But now I finally understand I didn't survive all those nights just to become another person who gave up in the morning. They thought my breaking point was the end of my story, but God was holding the pen.